So within Java, there are many ways that we can read and write to files, as I said. And to read from a file, what we're going to use is a class which you already seen. So you already seen the scanner class. Remember, scanner equals to new and then scanner. Now, before we said system dot and then in. So this allows us to take input from the console. Now, in here, what we really want, the stream or the input stream is the file. So we want to pass the file inside. And what we can do now is, so this also here, have a look. This throws a file not found exception, which we can surround this. So here we can just say surround with try and catch. So have a look. This time this is different, right? So it's a file not found exception because the scanner receives a file, but what about if the file doesn't exist, right? So therefore, it basically throws the exception, and this is a checked exception which we have to deal with. So in here, let's just say south and then e.getMessage. All right, cool. So now we have the scanner. Now, how do we read the contents from the scanner? Well, we can use a while loop. And here within the scanner has a concept or a method called, so I'm going to say scanner dot and then has next. So while the scanner has next, we can read the next line. So I can say south and then scanner dot, and then here we could just use, so have a look, we have a bunch of methods, but what we need here is next, and we're going to say line. So next line meaning string. So if you want longs, you can do so, but let's use a string because we want to make sure that we read things as a string and not as an integer or double, so on and so forth. Because if you want to convert something from a string to a double or to an integer, you already know how to do that. So here we are saying while the scanner has next, so here, so the scanner will basically have the contents of this. So while it has next, it just reads the line. So it has next, yes, read foo. It has next, yes, read Amigo's code. It has next, yes, read Jamila. It has next, no, therefore this loop right here ends. And to be honest, it's as simple as this. Let's just see whether this works. So if I run this, there we go. Have a look. We have foo, Amigo's code, Jamila, and then Jamila. Now our file is actually in append mode, or the method here. So let's just change this to false. We don't want to append. And in here, let's just say, for example, John. We can basically, or Josh, we can say Josh in here. And we can also say bar. There we go. Go back. And here, let me just comment this because I don't want to write to the file for now. And I just want to read. If I run this, have a look. Foo, Amigo's code, Jamila, Josh, and bar. Okie dokie. This is pretty much how to read from a file. Now, as I said, there are many ways that you can read from files, and this is one of many. And if you look around online, there's other ways that you can read from files, others which are simpler. But I'm going to give you some examples that you can go and read about so that you can see all the other different ways of reading, writing, and working with files. This is all for now. Catch me on the next one.